Hello, everyone, and welcome to Window Shopping Wednesday. I'm Miss Sammy.
I'm Miss Melissa. Hey, Sammy, it's been a long time since we've gotten to do window shopping Wednesday.
Yeah, like last year.
I know.
But yeah, we put it on pause for a little while because we had to wrap up the year and wrap up some programs. So I've got a lot of books to show everyone. Do you?
I do too.
Alrighty. Well, I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer. Should we show them some new books?
Yep, why don't you kick it off?
Alrighty. So I'm going to kick it off with some picture books. I just ran over to the new books and I grabbed all the ones that caught my attention right away. So May Saves the Day. I thought, wow, this is a great cover, and what is this all about? It just totally intrigued me. So I hope that one intrigues you too. Brand new book, never been checked out before. I know you want to be the first.
It's a little like Goldie Vance, but
Yeah.
for picture books.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like some great adventuring, and maybe for a little bit older, not the youngest, but a great picture book nonetheless. Let's see. When the Storm Comes by Linda Ashman. I love storms, especially thunderstorms and snowstorms. So I was like, ooh, book about storms? Yes, please. This one just cracked me up when I saw it. The Three Little Yogis and the Wolf Who Lost His Breath.
I love it.
So just another take on fractured fairy tales.
And yoga.
You
know, Yoga Bunny is a picture book that is really big in my house right now, so I might have to check that one out.
This one let's see what the inside looks like. Ooh, little bit of text on each page, but the illustrations look adorable.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Set that one there. Alrighty, what a masterpiece. And so I'm going to take a wild guess that this one is about art. And, I think it's a wordless book.
Yay.
Ooh.
Those are awesome.
Kind of a rarity, but really good for some kids. I always think that wordless picture books are a bridge into graphic novels for kids.
Absolutely.
We know how much kids love graphic novels.
Get that one up close.
That is it's a really fun cover too. Alrighty. Elmore and Pinky by Holly Hobby. This one just looks like an adorable animal friendship tale. That kind of piqued my interest. Woo!
I'll give you some room for that one.
Let's see. Follow Me, Flo by Jarvis. Oh, I didn't know Tony Stark's computer programming was writing books.
Really?
I don't think it's actually that, but I'm watching the Marvel movies right now, so that was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, look at those little ducks.
Oh,
they're so cute.
Yeah, what an adorable picture book for your kiddo. I must have been drawn to all the animals. I feel like all the books that I grabbed are almost all animals. So the next one that I've got is This Way, Charlie, inspired by a real animal friendship by Carolyn Levis and Charles Sinoto. And so that one looks like a friendship between a horse and a goat. Very cute. And My Friend Earth by Patricia McLaughlin. And this one is just beautiful illustrations. So if you got a kiddo who's interested in just anything earth, animals, and whatever, make sure to check this one out. Alrighty, my last picture book that I've got is all about feelings, and sometimes it's just really good to address those feelings. So this one is called Crying is Like the Rain, a story of mindfulness and feelings.
That's important for all ages, not just the picture book crowd.
Yes. Let's see. Looks like it's, yeah, for a variety of ages. So that's really good. Alrighty, let's see. Should I do you have any nonfiction?
I do not have nonfiction today.
Alrighty, I'll do some nonfiction and then hand
Alright.
it over to you.
All right, we'll leave those last two maybe up in front of the
Alrighty.
camera here, and
I
then
saw this one. It's all about oceans. And I'm like, oh, as soon as I talk about this, I know exactly who I'm going to send it to. We've got a couple of patrons who do reoccurring librarian's choice and ask for books frequently. And so I've got a kiddo just in mind for this specific book. But feel free to put it on hold if it is going to pique your kid's interest as well. Let's see. Next one I've got is How Women Won the Vote by Zui Chin. I did not say that name correctly, so I'm sorry, but lots of information about how women won the right to vote. Very interesting. I know we got a whole bunch of dinosaur lovers. So this is a brand new book called Super Dinosaur Encyclopedia with some very realistic and real images, because this picture here of the skull is real. So that is just fascinating. Huge book about dinosaurs for your dinosaur lover. And then the last one for nonfiction that I grabbed is Darwin's Rival. And so this one, just kind of the shape of the book, the images on the cover, and this one just kind of piqued my interest.
That's
Like,
beautiful.
what is this about? Oh my goodness. Wow.
That is super cool. I love it.
Be sure to check these books out. Oh, the back here says, everyone knows Charles Darwin, the famous naturalist who proposed the theory of evolution. But not everyone knows the story of Alfred Russel Wallace, Darwin's friend and rival, who simultaneously discovered the process of natural selection.
Very
Fascinating.
cool.
Alrighty, well, that is what I have got for picture books and nonfiction. What do you have for teen books for us?
All right. Well, and we'll go back for middle grade after that?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. So, teen books, things to not miss. I don't have a copy of the brand new book that came out yesterday because they are all out on hold, but this is your reminder that Angie Thomas, author of The Hate You Give, had a brand new book come out yesterday, Concrete Rose. Get your name on the hold list. Very important. Very good. Another one to not miss, Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. You might know David Yoon from his wife, Nicola Yoon, Everything, Everything, and The Sun Is Also a Star, and his other book, which
Franklin in Love?
Frankly in Love.
Frankly.
Like, this is a powerhouse YA author couple, and don't miss this one. Also, don't miss it because who doesn't love a book with a map? If a book has a map, I'm going to pick it up and look at it.
So is that a real map or is this a fantasy map?
A little bit of both, because it's depicting, I believe it's depicting LA, but it's in a very sort of computer graphic kind of way. It's really cool.
It almost reminds me of like a board game too.
Yes, exactly. So that looks really cool. This one I wanted to show you. It's Lisa DeSelm, and I had to pick it up because of this cover. It's called The Puppet Master's Apprentice.
Ooh.
And so the Puppet Master's Apprentice is the main character. And not quite a spoiler because it's on the inside flap of the cover, but the Puppet Master's Apprentice used to be a puppet.
What?
I know.
Pinocchio?
Yeah, I know, but like lots of magic, lots of royalty demanding crazy amounts of puppets. Like it sounds really cool to me. And plus that cover. I mean,
Yeah, that's
gorgeous.
fascinating.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, next one by Tracy Dion, Legend Born. Sounded at first when I was reading the flap that like realistic fiction, and then it turns out that there is a whole secret society of legend-born people at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, who are tasked with hunting down mythical creatures. Also, a lot of cover love here. Like that is eye-catching. Look at her face. She looks so serious. That's a book I want to read. That looks really good. This one, Agnes at the End of the World by Kelly McWilliams. The reason I wanted to highlight this is I just recently read a review of this book. And apparently this is one of the most realistic depictions of type 1 diabetes that has almost ever been written about. One of the main characters has type 1 diabetes, and they are living as part of a cult where medicine is frowned upon. So really cool idea. Not an awesome situation, obviously, for the main characters, but like what a neat concept to build a story around.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last two YA books I have for you, I'm so excited to read both of these. I have not read them yet. They're brand new. This is by Garth Nix, who Sammy and I love Garth Nix. We love the Sabriel series, the Mr. Monday series. Pretty much everything he touches is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
This is brand new. It's called The Left-Handed Booksellers of London. Like the title alone makes me want to read it.
Chimney.
It is an alternative history of London in 1983.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So there's magic. There's even a character named Merlin. Like I want to take this home with me.
Yes, for sure.
So Garth Nix.
I'll check out the audio because that's how I roll. But
I know.
I'm intrigued. I didn't even know that existed.
It just came out. We just got it at late November, so it's very new. And then this one, it's Rebecca Coffindaffer.
Okay.
I think I've got that name correct. And it's called Crown Chasers. This has a little bit of a Star Wars feel to me. It takes place like in the universe, in the galaxy, and the main character, Alyssa, is the niece of the ruler and the daughter of the person who freed the galaxy.
Oh.
And her uncle has been ruler for decades and decades. And instead of simply naming her as his successor, he has initiated a crown chaser tournament.
Ooh.
And it hasn't happened for decades that this or even centuries, I think, that this had happened. And all of these top contenders are looking for a certain item in the galaxy. So like there's a little bit of a Star Wars spaceship feel to a space opera almost, and then there's also this like contest.
Whew.
So
that's got a lot going on.
I know. I'm actually super excited about this one.
Sounds like a very fast-paced.
It does. I have not read it yet. It's super brand new, and
sounds like it could be a fast-paced.
Yeah, I really would like to read that.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
This is some stuff that's on the new shelf for teens. And then did you want me to kick off middle grade? Because I've got a little something in my back pocket here.
Melissa is very excited about this, so I figured she should talk about it.
So the sequel to The List by Patricia Ford has just hit the shelves. December 14th hit the shelves. It's called The Last Lie. I have not read this yet, but The List was so good. Basic premise is that everyone is required to only use a list of 500 words. They are forbidden to use any words that are not on their list. And the main character is a wordsmith, and she is responsible for keeping track of all of the words that have ever existed.
Ooh.
And the ruler continually has been chopping down the list of available words to the rest of the world.
Oof.
There's also some really interesting climate change stuff going on in this. There's a lot of layers to it. It is
Gotcha.
middle grade, but totally fascinating for adults as well. I listened to it on Hoopla and absolutely loved the audio.
Okay.
But so good. So I'm excited to see The Last Lie finally here.
Because there was some time between.
There was a bit of a gap. I think this
the
came
two
out.
books.
This is actually a replacement copy. It came out earlier than that. It came out in 2014.
Yeah. Wow.
So
6 years.
But there's also there is a cliffhanger
Oh.
in the list. So I have been wondering and wondering what happened.
6 years.
So put these both on hold because you will love them and you don't have to wait.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to start out. I've actually got a bunch of sequels to start off with. So I listened to the first, Tristan Strong, by Kwame Mabala. And this is the sequel. I don't think it ended on quite a cliffhanger as the list, but I'm definitely have been anticipating this one because it was just so different. It's very much in the realm of Percy Jackson because it is a Rick Riordan Presents book. So it's in the realm of that concept, but it's all about American gods and like John Henry and Brer Rabbit and so it was just all new to me and it was really fascinating. So that is the sequel, which I am excited to read and or listen to. I saw this on the shelf and I know that it's popular, so I just wanted to let you guys all know that there is a new one, the 6th, The Last Kids on Earth. And so it looks like we got this one in November. So make sure to put that on your hold list. We've got a couple of copies just because we know how popular it is with the Netflix show and all of that. There is a brand new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, and this one is called The Deep End. This one is the 15th book in the series.
Wow, 15.
Yeah. So make sure if you love Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or if you tell us that you love Diary of a Wimpy Kid in your Librarian's Choice submissions, we'll send the newest one on the way because we know you probably haven't read it yet since it just came out. Alrighty. And then kind of along that same faction as Diary of a Wimpy Kid, this would be a great read-alike. This one is called Awesome Friendly Adventures by Jeff Kinney. So same author, just a different and brand new series. So that's pretty cool. And this one is kind of along the same lines where it's got illustrations in the book with it. So that one looks fun. Actually, I think, yeah, this one is the sequel because Awesome Friendly Kid is the first one. This one is the second one, or in that same world at the very least. Alrighty. I was probably I guess I'm on a fantasy track because all of my books today are fantasy. I had to grab this one. This is, help me out here.
Ikenja?
Maybe? We'll go with that. By Nnedi Okorafor.
Nnedi Okorafor. I love her.
So she wrote Akeda Witch, Akeda Warrior, Binti for adults. She is just an absolutely amazing author. I'm sorry, I butchered her name. She is from Nigeria, and she has mostly written teen and adult, and this is her first middle grade. So I am super excited to read this. I've had it on my shelf actually because I have an advanced reader copy, and it is working its way up my to be read list. And then I have got, if you have HBO Max or are aware that there is a new Wonder Woman movie out. It's called Wonder Woman 48. And if you watch that or watch the older one and are really intrigued by it, this would be great for your kiddos because this is young Diana. And so this is her on the island when she's like a preteen, teenager age. It's definitely a middle grade book. And this is And the Island of No Return. And so this is actually off by the author Aisha Saeed, and I'm pretty sure she has also written in the realm of Rick Riordan Presents.
I think you're right.
And she has a different series, but I'm always intrigued by these the superhero stories and the origins and or even just when they're a kid and not necessarily how they came to be, but just a story about them. So it's really cool.
Nice.
Alrighty. Well, I've got a lot of fantasy here for you. Maybe next time I'll try to throw in a couple more realistic. But I think that's all we've got for you today. If you're intrigued by any of these, make sure to place them on hold or put them, send us a librarian's choice request and list one of the titles that you saw here today. And we will be back. We're going to do Window Shopping Wednesday about every other week. So we're going to try for the second and fourth Wednesdays of every month. So we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.